Hey guys, it's Mio. In this video I want to talk about something I did during my second Kickstarter campaign, where I did some campaign voting. Basically I wanted people to vote on different aspects of the game, and since the miniatures or the different ship concepts in the game was one of the pivotal points, I kind of wanted to emphasize that by giving backers a means to actually decide and help develop the game. And the concept itself about this voting thing was actually my illustrator, who came up with different ideas for me, and we couldn't really decide, and he said, why don't we put it up so people can actually vote on it? And yeah, we kind of ran with the idea from there on. And the first one we did was for the Templars. We did some voting in an update, and here's the pictures that you could then find in the Dropbox in a higher resolution, so you could choose. And then the whole idea was that I mentioned how people were supposed to vote by copying this section here, and then write the number they wanted to have in the game. And there was plenty of votes. Okay, the first thing I want to emphasize on doing this kind of voting is that besides it's just being a nice break for any update to have something where you actually engage in a different way, is that it creates a strong sense of ownership of the final product, because so many people have actually had a saying in how the game will end out as a product. And we managed to do 3 votings during the campaign, and that's also a very good thing if you can do it during the campaign, because it creates activity and it's very visible that there is some activity going on, and you can see that there's suddenly 100 comments on these different updates, and it creates a lot of buzz. We had I think around 7 or 8 votes in total, and around the last ones I finally kind of got the concept right, where I introduce the different races, and so people have illustrations to go by and say, okay, what will it actually look like, what will the race look like, and from there on decide how will the ships look, and the different bases and whatnot. In some instances, I also took out a few of the options that my illustrator came up with. Basically, I wanted people to, of course, have a saying, but I also wanted to be sure that no matter what the outcome, it would be something I would be pleased with. I definitely wanted it to be something I could stand behind, but it was just great to see people actually have a saying and be engaged in what the outcome was. And yeah, that was a great feeling. And here you can just see, if you look at the last models here, that here are the 3D renderings of the models that were chosen and that the 3D guy then created. There's one thing I want to stress about this method, having people vote by comment. It is very, very social, and people can add some comments, and in general people can see what people are engaged in. It's super awesome to do it this way, because it really it feels very social, and it's just a cool way of interacting. But it is time consuming compared to having just a survey, something you just put up on a website that people then link to. I had to sit and then count, of course, all the different votes. You could probably do some scripting, whatever, to get all the numbers, but not everyone voted in exactly the same way. So therefore, it would take too much time to do it in any other way. If you have too many baggers, you will preferably do it on a different website with just a survey. But it is a very cool way to visually be able to, you show people how much is going on in the campaign and how engaged people are. So that means a lot for me. So therefore I went with this, but you have to take into consideration that it is a time sink, definitely. So yeah, that's all I have to say about campaign voting. So have a nice day and see you guys next time.